I'm sure you've heard this saying before. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. But did you know that we've been using it wrong this whole time? You see, its original Eastern meaning is aimed at living in a more moral kind of a lifestyle and avoiding evil at all costs. Whereas over in our Western areas, the meaning seems to have been flipped. We have been taught to think of this saying in a very cowardly way. You see, the wise monkeys are meant to be a positive symbol, reminding us to be good and to encourage good behaviour. But we have been using this as an excuse to turn a blind eye, to pretend we didn't see something, to act like we didn't hear something, and to promise somebody that we won't tell anybody what we just witnessed. But there is a fourth monkey, and this monkey was purposely kept out of the story. But why? Well, that's because this monkey holds the greatest message of them all, and that is to do no evil. Welcome back to Damaged by Design. Today we're going to try and bring back the memory of the fourth monkey. You see, over the years there have been many interpretations of the fourth monkey. In a nutshell, the fourth monkey is not blinded by deceptions that others can't see. He is aware of the false truths that others speak, and he doesn't pay attention to people's gossip or rumours that he overhears. And to the best of his abilities, unlike the others, he does no evil. With these monkeys, this is meant to reflect the Buddhist concept of avoiding doing three evils. Particularly it's see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. So naturally, when they sense danger, these monkeys hide by covering their eyes, their ears, and their mouth to try and shield themselves from attaining any harm. They all sound like some important pieces of advice. Wouldn't you agree? A good number of us are familiar with the story of the three wise monkeys. In fact, we frequently come across representations of them in sculptures and figures, including copies and parodies and other such examples. However, they also have a fourth companion, and we only see this monkey very infrequently. The fourth monkey personifies do no evil, whereas the others are shown covering their eyes, mouth and ears. Here we see the arms concealing the groin or maybe the belly area. It's thought that since some cultures think of the number 4 to be unlucky, the fourth monkey, while being the most important of the bunch, is rarely spoken up about in conversation. The origins of this saying has been lost and disputed as coming from somewhere between India, China or Japan. But wherever it started, its significance still remains. In Japan, the number 4 is widely believed to be unlucky. But then, out of all the numbers that there are, why do the Japanese consider the number 4 to be unlucky? And coincidentally making the fourth monkey such a forbidden entity as well. Because of the way that the number 4 is spoken in Japanese culture, many people believe that this can bring bad luck. The number 4 is referred to using the same character in Japanese as the character for death, which is shi. As a consequence of this, the number 4 is frequently associated with demise and unfavourable outcomes. Given the prevalence of this in Japanese society, many constructions in the country do not have a 4th floor. The hospitals, hotels and other lodging establishments frequently omit this number when counting the number of floors and rooms. Then again, the number 8 is also thought to bring good fortune because the word prosperity can be pronounced in a similar way to the number 8. But it's essential to keep in mind that the superstitions we go through here, even though they are extensively practiced in Japanese society, they are not universal and not everybody believes in them. The number 4 may be considered unlucky by certain people, while others may not share this sentiment at all. In the end, whether a number is seen to be unlucky or bad is a question of one's own perception and beliefs. But without a shadow of a doubt, the 4 sage monkeys have emerged as the true motivation for creative types and craftspeople all around the world, all the while forgetting about the most important meaning of them all. But what about the overall concept? Let's just say that this concept encourages people to refrain from engaging in bad or immoral, maybe unethical behavior, or even turning a blind eye to it, and instead make an effort to behave in a more virtuous manner. And so the necessity of fostering good deeds and positive conduct, as well as preventing harmful actions and also thoughts, are all represented by the 4 monkeys in this metaphor. On the other hand, these monkeys serve as a gentle reminder to avoid seeing, hearing, speaking, as well as not engaging with inappropriate behavior by covering their eyes, ears, mouths and groin areas respectively. The 4 wise monkeys is also a cultural symbol that is widely recognized in Eastern areas. It's been adopted in many forms such as sculptures, paintings and many other forms of art, as well as on various household items that you could find, such as tea sets or keychains. But still, for the most part, we only see the 3 monkeys. But for centuries, the 4 wise monkeys have been depicted in different types of art throughout various cultures, where it continues to be a prominent and sacred symbol and is widely recognized around the world as a representation of the Buddhist concept of avoiding evil and fostering good. The original text was translated into several different languages so that people all over the world could have an easy interpretation of it. But we seem to have forgotten about the 4th monkey. The idea of these 4 monkeys is interesting. But why did they choose a monkey as the symbol of wisdom? Although they are not regarded as sacred creatures in many cultures, monkeys are still highly respected and have a long history of being associated with favourable outcome and admirable qualities. In Eastern folklore, monkeys are frequently portrayed as being naughty and playful creatures, yet it is also thought that seeing a monkey in the wild could bring its observer good fortune and success. The flower of the monkey is a well-known example of these monkeys in Japanese culture. This flower is a symbol of their new year and depicts prosperity and longevity in these works. Monkeys are further frequently portrayed as being humorous, energetic creatures who provide joy and enjoyment to the viewer. Not to forget, throughout the centuries, monkeys have also played a significant role in many cultures as well as their mythology. And they have been portrayed in a variety of legends and stories, varying from children's cartoons right the way through to sci-fi and even horror movies. And even though they are shown in a variety of ways, monkeys still continue to be an essential component of many societies. But the overall concept of the 4 wise monkeys is this: we must be aware of the words that we speak. We should think twice before turning a blind eye. We should never assume that everything we hear is true. And in doing so, you will be more aware going forward and maybe a little more mindful of your actions and decisions. And in doing so, you will do no evil. I want to thank you all for stopping by. Take care of yourself, and like the monkeys, be wise. Don't forget to like, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to tap the bell on your way out. And until next time, it's goodbye from Damaged by Design.